Welcome back, Interior Alaska. Mike Fussell here with your latest local sports action. Athletes are competing in a number of competitions across the state today. And first, we start with some athletes who are even in a different country. Here are the latest Yukon Quest standings. Hugh Neff, he's taken the lead. Alan Moore was the first into Pelly Crossing checkpoint at 12:53, but Neff was the first one out. He is maintaining the top spot by only about 3 miles. Brent Sass is right behind him, and Alan Moore is less than 10 miles away from them, so it's still a very close race. Matt Hall is in Pelly Crossing, and Ed Hopkins is making his way there. After Pelly, mushers are headed to Carmacks and only have one more major checkpoint before the White Horse finish. And the Iditarod is also right around the corner, coming up next month, but this time around things will not kick off from Fairbanks. This is what it looked like last year, though, when the race started in front of Pike's Waterfront Lodge. But Iditarod officials say conditions are good enough to greenlight a Willow restart for 2016. The decision comes after scouting flights and volunteers took a look at trail conditions on the 1,000-mile course. The ceremonial start is also still scheduled to ignite the festivities in Anchorage on March 5th. And high school skiers wrapped up their final day of regional competition earlier today. Saturday action was all about a team effort as relays were the primary events on the docket. Both the boys and girls divisions were out competing after a previous day of individual races. The West Valley girls finished on top in the 4x3K race. Amber Hadukovic led the lineup, followed by Emma Jerome and Zoe Ratzlaff, and anchored by Jenna DeFalco. The pack came in with a total time of 38 minutes and 20 seconds. That's more than 2 minutes before the next group finished. The West Valley girls B team grabbed second and Lathrop took third. West Valley's DeFalco finished with the fastest leg time overall at 9 minutes and 11 seconds. She says the race is a great practice run for the state tournament and her relay mates are always bringing the energy.
I love this team so much. They crack me up every single day, and I honestly never get tired of them. They're loud and everyone gets super obnoxious and hyper, but I think that kind of it gives us a lot of energy in our races, being such a close-knit team, getting along really well, and just being a lot of energy into not just racing but everything.
And high school hockey teams are already down in Willow duking it out at the state tournament. The West Valley Wolfpack was in action with their eyes set on an ASAA for a fourth place finish after some tough losses. They took on Colony earlier today, coming out with a vengeance. The Wolfpack scored 2 points in the first period with lamplighters from Gabe Rankin and Caleb Moretz. The momentum snowballed as the game clock ticked away. The dynamic duo of Rankin and Moretz struck again early in P2, doubling the score, leaving it at 4-0. Shots on goal painted a picture of the Wolfpack's dominance. West was up 36-12 going into the final intermission, which translated to a 5-0 goal tally. The Wolfpack would take the win and secure the shutout 7-0.
Yeah, I know. I think it's pretty safe to say that Layton's probably the best goalie in the state overall, and he showed that today. And I think he showed all tournament, especially in that first game. But yeah, no, when we have a goalie like that, it's fun to play offense and trust our defense.
You know, honestly, after Thursday, it wasn't really the way we wanted this tournament to end. So after that, we just had to move on and really just have to keep it going. And for us seniors, it was our last few games together, so we really just got to push past all the bad and have as much fun as we can with our last games together and make everything count.
And the Fairbanks Ice Dogs are in the lower 48 this weekend, hashing it out with the Springfield Junior Blues. The Dogs swept Springfield in their last series around a month ago, and this time around, things may end up similar. Fairbanks took the game 4-2 over the Junior Blues last night. Momentum stayed even until the Ice Dogs opened up in the third period. Until then, it was all tied at 1. Fairbanks nailed 3 shots in goal in the final stanza with Jacob Streinsberg, Tyler Tomberlin, and Clay Cross all contributing. The first of those goals would be on a power play, and the last with less than 3 minutes left in the game to give the Dogs some breathing room. Fairbanks hosts the Janesville Jets next weekend at the Big Dipper. All right, and that about brings us to the buzzer for sports tonight. Katie Looper will have your full weather forecast coming up next. Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next weekend.